Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thanks for joining this TESOL Pathway podcast, and a warm welcome as well to dissertation supervisors listening in. My name is Nayeli Palacios, and in this short session, I'll guide you through an independent reflective task designed to help you clarify the TESOL and the international education relevance of your dissertation project. As you listen, I'd like you to treat this as a thinking space. You don't need to have a perfect answer yet, but you should leave with a clearer direction and a stronger dissertation title idea, which you can take then into supervision conversations. The aim is simple. You will engage in purposeful reflection on what makes your dissertation project relevant to TESOL and international education. Let's start with a reminder of the pathway requirements. You complete the taught credits in the mandatory TESOL unit, Approaches and Methods to TESOL in Semester 2. You also complete a dissertation in the pathway area, meaning a dissertation topic in TESOL, agreed with your supervisor, and only if there is uncertainty, it can be confirmed with the pathway lead. So the key message here is your dissertation must be recognizably TESOL in focus. If there's any doubt, that's where a conversation with your supervisor and the pathway lead can help. Let's focus on the TESOL pathway dimension first. Every dissertation in this pathway should have a language education focus. And this focus could be about English language teaching, for example, the teachers, their pedagogy, their classroom practice, curriculum development, assessment, or the focus could be on English language learning. For example, learners, their motivation, their identity, learners' academic language development, their learning experiences. You can also approach TESOL through related perspectives such as policy and relevant literature, ESOL curriculum in international education, and the role of English in international education as well. A useful reflective prompt here is, what are the implications of my research for language education? That question helps keep TESOL central. An important note here is that international students are not automatically considered ESOL students. They should only be treated as ESOL students if they are studying English to meet a personal, academic, or professional goal, for example, through a seasonal language course. Regarding the international education dimension, this is where the dissertation connects to broader international education studies and practices. You may already be discussing these with your supervisor through your research proposal process. It's also useful as well at this point to refer back to the program handbook to explore the diverse meanings of the concept of international for educational studies and practices. Now, here are a few example titles, and I want to emphasize these are not models to copy. They are simply meant to show what clear TESOL focus can look like in a dissertation title. As you look at them, notice how they include a population or group, a setting or context, and a language education focus or concept. I want you to read each dissertation title carefully and identify the parts of the title that relate to TESOL and international education. Use two different color pencils if you can. If you're working on a tablet, you can write these titles down and use different colors to highlight or underline the text. Now think, what made you identify that part of the title as TESOL? What made you identify that part of the title as international education? As you can see from my response, some titles may have clear distinctions while others may overlap, and that's okay. Now it's your turn. I'd like you to think about a working title for your dissertation. This title doesn't have to be your final title. This is a thinking tool only, but it should include the key elements, the key aspects you plan to focus on. Your guiding question for this exercise is, what makes my dissertation relevant to the fields of TESOL and international education? If you're unsure where to start, try building your title using your main topic or concept, your participant group, your setting, your context, and your language education angle. Okay, let's wrap up this reflective podcast. Your dissertation should clearly show two dimensions, the TESOL and international education dimension. The language focus should be a highlight or a central part of your research exploration. Also make sure that you have discussed and agreed a dissertation topic that is relevant to the TESOL pathway with your supervisor. And if in doubt, supervisors can contact the pathway lead or the students can contact their TESOL tutor. And finally, enjoy your research exploration. The dissertation is challenging, but it's also your chance to build a meaningful piece of work that reflects your professional and academic interests. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.